The NBA trade window is officially heating up, and a shocking name has just entered the conversation: Anthony Davis. Yes, that Anthony Davis. And what's even more surprising, the Lakers may not be the only team affected by this potential blockbuster move. With the NBA trade window open until January 5th, teams across the league are scrambling to reshape their rosters for the 2026 season. And according to NBA insider Sam Amick from The Athletic, the Dallas Mavericks are aggressively exploring major changes, including offering Anthony Davis to the Golden State Warriors. At first glance, this sounds unbelievable, but once you look closer, it starts to make a lot of sense. Dallas is clearly unhappy with its current rotation. Injuries have exposed depth issues, and the front office wants a defensive anchor who can instantly change the team's identity. Anthony Davis fits that description perfectly. Elite rim protection, championship experience, and the ability to dominate on both ends of the floor when healthy. The Mavericks' idea is simple in theory. Send Anthony Davis to Golden State in exchange for Jonathan Kuminga. But in reality, nothing about this deal is simple. Golden State has already made it clear they have no intention of trading Jimmy Butler or Draymond Green. Both players are considered untouchable pillars of Steve Kerr's system. That immediately makes Kuminga the Warriors' most valuable trade asset. And that's where things get complicated. Jonathan Kuminga has recently lost his place in the rotation. Once seen as the future of the franchise, the young forward has struggled to maintain consistent minutes. From Golden State's perspective, turning a declining rotation player into a superstar like Anthony Davis could be an incredible opportunity, especially considering the Warriors' biggest weakness right now, front court depth. Golden State hoped that adding Al Horford would solve their interior problems. But, once again, injuries have ruined those plans. The team continues to suffer from low rotations, limited rim protection, and inconsistent rebounding. Anthony Davis could fix all of that overnight. However, salary rules are the real enemy here. Kuminga earns just over $22 million per year. Anthony Davis? Over $54 million. That massive gap makes a straight swap impossible. To make the deal work financially, Golden State would need to include another large contract, and the only realistic option would be Draymond Green, who earns nearly $26 million annually. But that's where the Warriors draw the line. Draymond is not on the table, and without him, the numbers simply don't add up. There's another major problem too. Jonathan Kuminga cannot be traded until January 15th. That means even if both teams wanted to move forward, they couldn't finalize anything before that date. Timing alone could kill the deal. So, what does all of this mean for the Lakers? Anthony Davis being actively discussed in trade talks even indirectly sends a powerful signal across the league. It shows just how volatile the NBA market has become. One major move can create a chain reaction affecting multiple franchises. If Dallas truly wants to move Davis, it raises questions about his long-term value, his health, and how teams view massive superstar contracts in today's NBA. And for the Lakers, it's a reminder that the league is constantly watching, calculating, and waiting for the next big opportunity. As of now, this deal remains unlikely. Salary issues, timing restrictions, and Golden State's refusal to include Draymond Green make it extremely difficult. But in the NBA, unlikely does not mean impossible. With the trade deadline approaching fast, all it takes is one injury, one desperate team, or one bold decision to completely change the landscape of the league. And if Anthony Davis is truly on the table, this trade window could explode at any moment.